Welcome to HYBIZ News. This is Kanksha Gangapuram and you're watching National PR News. Following multiple rounds of shortlisting from a pool of 1200 plus entries and bootcamp styling coaching, the coveted Smart Ideathon 2022 Challengers has announced the top 32 teams set to complete it out on the semi-final stage at GITAM University Vizag campus. Teams from Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Delhi and Andhra Pradesh have met it to the final 32 with their ambitious social innovation ideas carrying potent answers to 5 of them, the most burning issues India faces. Ideas have also been selected from the state of Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Kerala, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh and Telangana. The 32 teams will now sculpture their ideas even more in an advanced boot camp on July 30, followed by semi-finals on August 10th and a grand on-stage finale on August 11, 2022. To boost India's growing startup culture, the mega pitch feast will culminate in sponsor trips to Boston and cash and grants worth Rs 30 lakhs for the winners and the runner-ups. The Premia Academy, a modern-day emerging premium educational institution where the children and young adults are transformed into socially responsible citizens, observed an investiture ceremony to create leaders of tomorrow. The event has proudly felicitated the students' cabinet who participated in the March Past to ensure a well-rounded education for its meritorious students. An investiture ceremony is organized to instill a sense of responsibility and pride. The investiture ceremony provides the young students with an opportunity to don the mantle of leadership and discharge the responsibilities entrusted to them by the school. The students marched spiritedly and majestically in sync with the beats of the drums to receive their badges. The captains and the prefects were administered an oath to their roles by Group Captain Mahesh Sharma, ex-Indian Air Force, to execute their duties with integrity, faith and excellence. The CZEC auto major with factories in Pune and Aurangabad continues clocking consistent sale in India with the onset of Q3 and H2 2022. After having a record-breaking Q1 and H1 in 2022, ŠKODA Auto India continues its steady run in July 2022 with the sales of 4,447 cars. Zach Hawley's brand director, ŠKODA Auto India, said, "This is usually the period where big purchases are kept on hold as it's the monsoon and deferred till the festive season kicked off. Yet we have clocked in solid numbers on the back of our made for India 2.0 cars, the Kushaq and the Slavia. The Octiva and Superb are doing well in their respective segments, and the Kodiaq has already sold out soon after its launch in January. We intended on keeping up this energy and shall very soon record 2022 as the biggest year yet for us in our 2 decades legacy in India." Mallcom India Limited, India's one of the largest manufacturers of head-to-toe personal protection equipment, announced its results for the first quarter of FY 2022-23. Highlight of the consolidated results are: income from operation increased by 42% YoY from the Rs 615 million in Q1 FY 22 to Rs 874 million. Even through Q1 is historically the slowest quarter for the company and sector. This was primarily due to the slowdown of the effect of COVID-19 pandemic on the local and global economic activities. EBITDA margin improved to 13.62% compared to 13.33% for the same period in FY 2022 due to better operational efficiencies and reduction in operating costs, which nullifies the increased cost of raw material. Profit after tax grew by 38% YoY from Rs 50 million in Q1 FY 22 to Rs 69 million in Q1 FY 23. The perspective on the expectations from the upcoming RBI MCP meeting by Mr. Shishir Baijal, Chairman and Managing Director, CreditFrank India. With the consumer inflation still above tolerance level, even while some key components like crude oil have improved, keeping a check on the liquidity and expenditure is going to be the RBI's priority. Given this, we expect the RBI to reverse the policy interest rate yet again. We anticipate the upward revision to be in the range of 30 to 40 bps, taking the total chance since May 2022 to 125 to 130 bps higher. From the real estate sector standpoint, an upward revision will impact the sentiments of home buyers who have remained positive despite the last set of revision that led to a rise in the home loans interest rate. A future increase in repo rate will lead to proportionate erosions of affordability, thereby can impact sales momentum. With RBI due to announce its monetary policy on 5th of August, CareEdge expects that central bank to hike the policy interest rate by another 100 basis points in the remainder of FY23. This will take the terminal rate to 5.90% by the end of FY23. While the current CPI inflation is still around 7%, the easing of money commodity prices is attributed as a major factor of influence towards a lower inflation trajectory by the fourth quarter of FY23. Rajani Sinha, chief economist CareEdge, said, with the softening of many commodity prices, CPI inflation seems to have, broadly speaking, at the currently levels and expected to witness a downward movement to below 6% by Q4 FY23. However, domestic inflation is still high and so are the global commodity prices. We expect RBI to continue front-loading the rate of hiking cycle. We expect 50 bps of a repo rate hike in the upcoming policy and another 50 bps rate hike that post, taking the terminal repo rate to 5.90% by the end of the fiscal year. Airbus has signed a contract with the GMR Group, a leading Indian aviation infrastructure developer, to provide aircraft maintenance training to young aviation engineers making a trending career choice. GMR will provide the fully integrated aircraft maintenance engineer AME licensing program at the GMR School of Aviation in Hyderabad. The 4-year course will include 2 years of classroom training and a 2 years training in the maintenance, repair and overhaul MRO at GMR Aerotech in Hyderabad, followed by aircraft type training. According to the contract, Airbus will provide the necessary software and courseware in the form of training handbook, examination database, online access to Airbus customized basic training modules and Airbus competence training ACT for the academic media package, which is a technical training material required for the courses. In addition, Airbus will also provide training to GMR instructors along with an assessment of the training center. Thank you for watching. Signing off, keep watching HyBiz News.